Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to The Waiting Room Reacts to Trailers.
Yes, reacting to trailers, or I like to call this the Week of Freaks.
The Week of Freaks. What do we got? What do we got?
Face
what's the
painting
lineup
freaks.
for the Week of Freaks?
Well, it's only two, but we'll get on to the other
Freak
one
Fest.
next, so you have to watch
Freak
the next
Fest.
one as well. But first, Freak Fest is the sequel to Joker,
The sequel to Joker.
which my French isn't too good, so I'll let you take it. It is...
Folie à deux.
Thank you very much.
Répétez, s'il vous plaît. Folie à deux. And all the French people are going to come for me. It just reminded me of my French...
Leave it in the comments,
in
people.
my French class, we would play a tape. It was a tape
Mm.
of like people saying French conversation, and they would say repeat after me, which is, well, repeat please. So répétez, s'il vous plaît. And that's just like burned into my brain. It's like a trigger phrase from like a CIA hitman.
The tape or the paper
The
slide one?
what paper slide? What?
Well, that's usually for people learning English and that, I remember. Yeah, which movie was it? Driver. He did all the remixes on the language paper samples.
Oh, we had a tape.
Ooh.
We had a tape. Répétez, s'il vous plaît. And then we'd have to say it back. Anyway. Oh, one more
Moving
time.
on to Joker. Yeah, hang on. We're going into French now. Back to Joker, though. So, should we just check it out?
Let's get into it because...
We'll check it out and then we'll start talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, we're going to start talking about different languages.
Week of Freaks, number one.
Week of Freaks.
Here we go.
Joker. Let's bring it on.
Let's go, boys. It's showtime. Wakey, wakey.
Hey, Fleck, you got a joke for us today?
He's like, is that Lady Gaga?
We use music to make us whole, to balance the fractures within ourselves.
I like that.
I'm nobody. I haven't done anything with my life like you have. Let's get out of here.
What the world needs now is a love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Tell us, what's changed, Arthur?
I'll tell you what's changed. I'm not alone anymore. That's what we should be talking about.
I want to see the real you.
Okay. So, what did you think of the first Joker?
I've only seen it once. I liked it, but I found it hard to watch.
Yeah. Same.
Right?
I wasn't sure I understood.
Mm.
And I don't know what society's obsession with the Joker is.
Yeah.
And to be clear, we are obsessed.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Heath Ledger's Joker in
Mhm.
the Nolan Batman series
Yeah.
was so immaculate.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
perfect.
Mhm.
In a way that nobody could touch. So I was very confused when the Joker film came out.
Same. Right? Yeah. It's like, hang on. No, for me, Heath was like the Joker.
Like the perfect Joker. And so when this film came out, I went and I saw it with a friend of mine because my friend Ren, she really loves cinema, just like me,
Yep.
and she really loves the character of the Joker.
Yeah.
And she really, really, really loves Joaquin Phoenix, who
Mhm.
plays Joker.
Yeah.
So she was like, let's go see it.
Mhm.
And I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
There was something about it that I just like, it just makes me feel icky, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, but I liked it. But yeah, I've only seen it once, and because it was just hard to watch.
Right.
It was felt very real in that
Right.
sense, like of just it's hard to.
Because in the end, you're not sure if it's reality that he's seeing or if it's like his, because you realize that he's sort of like created this fantasy of
Right,
being in a
yeah.
relationship when he's
Yeah.
not, which you only realize like halfway through.
Mhm, mhm.
And so it's like, what is reality? What is not reality? So that I think is going to be called into question here,
Yeah.
because you see these very like old Hollywood like
Right.
the sets and the dance pieces, which are probably just all in their heads.
Well, yeah, because like they're in what is it, Arkham Asylum,
Mhm.
which is like a jail hospital, whatever. But yeah. So, is it in the head? Is it real? We know he's already locked up.
Yeah.
What are they going to do with it? So, what I know about with the reason they went with this other Joker. So, the first one was meant to be a one-off,
Oh.
and that was supposed to kickstart the DC. I think they called it the Dark Universe.
Mm-hmm.
A
I don't
little
know
bit
about this.
more. Yeah, I just read about it recently, so it's more gritty, more dark, more realistic. Hence
Hence
this
Joker.
look, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think they've already gone for change of. So, I'm not a big DC Comics person, but from
Mhm.
what I know of, okay, so we got Joaquin Phoenix playing Joker.
Mhm.
We got Lady Gaga playing Harley Quinn. Her original background story or origin story is she's a psychologist.
Right? She's like a psychiatrist there
Yeah.
who
Who's working with
works with the Joker,
Yeah.
becomes like radicalized.
Mhm.
They kind of they showed the backstory in Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She kind of becomes radicalized. She gets thrown into a tank of chemicals and becomes Harley Quinn. Which everybody loves Harley Quinn. I love Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's like she's a fellow inmate.
Yeah, exactly. She's locked up in there. She's a bit how you going in the head too.
Yeah. And so it's like, well, that changes like Harley Quinn's whole backstory. And also when you look at the clips
Mhm.
of it, 'cause this is my second time seeing the trailer.
Yeah.
There's one where Harley is pointing a gun at the Joker.
Yeah.
And it almost looks like she's the one who might be radicalizing him as opposed to being the other way around.
Yeah.
It seems that way. There's a lot of scenes that are very just like split second in the trailer.
Yeah.
There's one where what looks like Arkham is on fire.
Yeah.
So maybe they light Arkham on fire. There's one where he looks very presentable and he's kind of waving to the crowd, and it's like, okay, well, is he like a politician?
Right?
Like what's
They
going
haven't
on?
For as much as they've shown, they haven't shown a lot.
Right.
Now, usually we go through the premise.
Mhm.
Not much of a premise
Not
either. All I could
not
find,
much.
like looking out there at the moment, was this is pretty much going to show mainly how the Joker and Harley Quinn meet.
And then what
After
happens
that-
after?
Well, I guess you got to watch and find out.
It's not even a huge cast really released. You got Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, Lady Gaga as Harleen Quinzel / Harley Quinn,
Yep.
and then Zazie Beetz as Sophie Dumond, a single mother and Arthur's former neighbor. I think this is the one that he thought he was in a
Your
relationship.
relationship with, yeah.
So
And there's not much out there. One thing I did find interesting, so just for the trailer,
Mhm.
like I like the colors, I like what they've used.
yeah,
I don't know if you noticed this, but the opening first scene,
hmm
the lens flare,
yeah.
is that the Joker's face paint?
It's like got the blue.
We've got the blue,
and,
the red,
and the red.
green.
Yeah, I also thought that as well. I was like,
I
I
was
think
like-
that's a nod to the colors.
I like when they do
Me
things
too.
like that.
The last scene where she puts the lipstick on the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
acrylic panel, and then he moves over and
Moves
it morphs into his smile. That really good,
Mhm.
really really good. And also, you don't know who is on what side of the glass. You don't know if if it's Joker in prison somewhere and she's visiting him, or if he's visiting her.
Right.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
And he looks really well dressed in that scene, so I feel like maybe he's visiting her.
Yeah.
But like the way that it works with the music in the trailer as well, I just really hope it doesn't turn into a really musical film.
Well, that's what another thing reading, and they're saying it is not a musical.
Right. But it uses music.
Right.
I mean, the first
Speaking of
one uses
music, those first three notes, just for a split second, I thought it was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory's
In a world of pure
Right?
imagination.
the first three notes, but then there was kind of a pause before that next note, and okay, it's
Like,
not.
wait, we're
that
not
was-
Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
Which would kind of work with it anyway.
He is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mr.
Either way,
Wonka.
though,
Mr.
I like the song choice in
Yeah,
general with it.
I think it's visually, I'm sure it's going to be stunning.
Yeah.
Because the first one was also visually just very well done. The color palette was just the way that it's shot.
Mhm.
Who's the director?
Director is Todd Phillips. So
Phillips.
it's the same director that did the original
Mhm.
Joker. So, and then he's done a whole bunch of other things. The Hangover, Road Trip, and Old School.
Why are they not serious like whatsoever?
Yeah, these are all like what is it? Road Trip and Hangover.
Like-
all of them.
Stupid popcorn movies.
Yeah.
And then this. So yeah, I
Totally worlds apart.
yeah.
What do you think about Lady Gaga? You don't?
I don't know. Because in everything else that she's been in, which to be fair, I haven't seen, but
Mhm.
from what I've heard, like butchering an Italian accent in the Versace movie.
Mhm.
What else was she in? Like American Horror Story. She
Mhm.
was in that as well. But like I like Lady Gaga.
Mm.
I don't dislike Lady Gaga. I think she is an amazing artist. She's beautiful.
Mhm.
It's an interesting choice to cast her as Harley Quinn.
I thought so when I first heard it. Now, for me, my point of view is kind of looking at it and going with like a more, like I said, this is not a comic book Joker kind of thing.
Right.
I kind of like the look that she's gone for,
Yeah.
or that they've gone for with her. So
It's very
again,
different.
I don't know though. I'm really 50-50 on the Lady Gaga choice.
Yeah.
I'd actually maybe more so lean to okay,
Well,
but I want to see
yeah,
it.
I'm interested in seeing what she does.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a very different look from the Margot Robbie,
Very different.
Harley Quinn,
Yeah.
which was more sort of like comic booky.
Hmm.
Um,
A lot of guys like that one.
yeah, a lot of girls like that one.
There you go.
She's so beautiful, Margot
Mm.
Robbie. I'm sorry, but so when you first meet Lady Gaga's character, though, she's an inmate. You know, her hair is like greasy and flat. She doesn't have
Yeah,
makeup
yeah.
on, and I like how they're sort of committing to the reality of that.
Mhm.
I'm very interested to see. I'm not going to discount her because she might like really do an amazing job with it. So
Do you want to see it at the cinemas?
here's the question. I knew it was coming. I don't know.
You don't know? I'm a yes. I'm a yes.
I don't know. It was hard to get through the first one in the
Yeah,
theater.
yeah.
I will say.
Yeah, the way he does that painful laughter.
And so when he's laughing
Yeah.
though, because when he has in the first film, they talk about how he laughs uncontrollably. It's not because he's happy, and
Mm.
you see him laughing uncontrollabably in a few scenes in this
Yeah,
trailer.
yeah.
So I really think it's going to be something of a really sort of heartbreaking situation for Joker.
Mm.
I think probably that Harley is going to be. She's the one that's like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I feel like she's going to be more the one pushing.
Mhm.
You know, she's like, I haven't done anything great with my life like you have. Like,
Yeah.
she already kind of idolizes him
Right.
a little bit. So
We'll see what happens. Guys,
Yeah.
tell us what you think. Are they going to be just stuck in the asylum the whole time? Do you like the choice of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn? Did you watch the first one?
what did you think of the first one?
Are you going to go watch this one in the cinemas?
You can feel free to leave us a comment right here on YouTube.
Mhm.
Or if you're feeling particularly authorly and writerly, you can leave us a long email at thewaitingroomjpn@gmail.com.
Or what? Instagram at the Waiting Room JPN. And before we actually say, this one is coming out October the 4th
October the 4th in
in
cinemas.
cinemas.
Who knows when that will be coming out in Japan, but hopefully around the same time.
I'm thinking this will be a big one. Will probably be around the same time.
Because it was quite popular the last
Yeah.
one.
So we'll see what happens. But
But
Hey.
before we go,
Mm.
be sure to like,
yes,
be sure to subscribe,
Mhm.
hit that bell notification, and come watch trailers with us. It's fun.
it's good fun.
And we'll see you next time at the Waiting Room Reacts to Trailers.
Take it easy, guys.
Goodbye.